San Antonio and Texas are growing fast. New neighborhoods, heck, new cities and towns are popping up everywhere. But inside the San Antonio Botanical Garden, the focus isn't on what's next, it's on what lasts. Over the next decade, the garden will evolve its 38 acres, restoring native landscapes, expanding collections, and connecting more people to the land that defines this region. It's a story about more than just plants. It's about how a city and how a state reroots itself. I sat down with CEO Katherine Trumble to learn how this living museum will shape the future of San Antonio and Texas.
I am very fortunate to be sitting in this role as President and CEO of the San Antonio Botanical Garden. I have been CEO at the Botanical Garden for almost 2 years now, and it's been an incredible opportunity. It's really a joy to come to work every day with 156 really committed individuals to help fulfill our mission and hundreds of really active volunteers. Our goal is to be at the heart of community, and public gardens in general, when we're doing our work best, are at the heart of community.
What's your perspective of living in San Antonio but working in these important cultural institutions? What do you feel like is their relationship to the city, the citizens, and the residents? Maybe some things that people may not always think about.
I like to think about it. You may have been with your family to Tumble Hill. So Tumble Hill is in our family adventure garden, and my girls love Tumble Hill. I mean, they're getting a little bit old for it now, but they will still run up the hill, roll down the hill, run up the hill, run down the hill. And why I think that is so special is that it really embodies that sense of being free, feeling at home and comfortable, and that sense of belonging that we want every child to feel. And I think that that is something that goes beyond the San Antonio Botanical Garden and extends to our other cultural institutions in San Antonio, is this feeling that the incredibly passionate people that work at those institutions as well are all committed to helping San Antonians feel like these are their resources to enjoy and love and be a part of. And then because San Antonio is such a tourist destination, we also have a responsibility as cultural institutions to our city that we are offering the very best to help drive tourism revenue and be an economic driver for the community. It really all comes back to community and how we are all a part of that. 45 years of enriching lives through plants and nature. This year, we launched our new 10-year master plan, and at the heart of that plan are two main themes: plant conservation and access. That's our focus, that's our guiding light for the next 10 years. How do we activate on that plan in many ways? The 45th anniversary is really a celebration and a rally call for our community, celebrating our legacy and just really getting excited about what's coming next. So we spent the summer doing a programming study on phase 1 projects for the new master plan. Those projects include a new horticulture campus, which that fuels our mission, a public-facing conservation and education building with a living roof that will help us to more than triple our education programs and also really expand our conservation programs with a seed bank that will serve the entire Southwest, research space, and a small herbarium and library. A 2.5 acre sprawling pollinator meadow that will champion our milkweeds collection and also our Texas oaks collection, which is up for accreditation this year. And then revitalizing the Texas native trails, which are one of the things about the garden that makes it so special and unique. And by adding a vineyard and a West Texas garden. So much of what we're collecting through our conservation programs comes out of West Texas. About 54% of rare and endangered plants come from West Texas in our state. And then really one of the projects we've been working on that's coming ahead of these other larger projects is the new Napier Family Orchid Pavilion. And that is something that we are very excited about. We've been spending the summer designing it. We've just finished the design, and we are going to break ground on that project after the new year.
What was the significance of this moment that seemed for that plan to make sense now? Like, why now for building this decade-long plan?
So our goal is that we become the statewide leader in plant conservation over the course of the next 10 years. And so, and we're about to go into strategic planning again, and we're doing so using the lens of conservation and how to run an effective business model as the guiding light for that strategic plan. We are incredibly fortunate to have Michael Eason as our VP of conservation. He is a nationally respected botanist. He is leading that charge in collaboration with our Chief Mission Officer, Andrew LeBay, who's also incredibly talented too. Our focus has been about protecting the native ecosystems of Texas. And one of the ways that we're able to do that right now is through our New Trees initiative. And what that is a coalition of more than 20 different nonprofits, state agencies, Schreiner University is also involved, and conservation-minded individuals. And we are leading the charge to collect native seed, grow and outplant 50,000 trees to help restore some of the Guadalupe River Valley areas that were most adversely affected by the July 4th floods this year. And this is an example of our mission in action. So we have the expertise that we can go and collect this native seed within 15 miles of where the new trees will be planted. And by doing that, you're protecting the specific biodiversity of that region. So those new trees will be more resilient than, say, if you were to bring in a bald cypress from, East Texas or Louisiana, and they will be better suited to withstand the drought. So trees is just one example of how we're building on our conservation programs in the coming years. But we see this as a jumping off point, right? Because it's not going to be the last natural disaster that we have. But we are very committed to helping Texas stay Texas, right? We are blessed with these incredibly beautiful and diverse landscapes, many of which we showcase here at the garden through our Texas native trails. And we need to make sure that we are preserving those for future generations. As our conservation team grows, we will continue to provide lectures and engaging opportunities to meet people where they're at. People like to learn in different ways. Anytime that we can take something like plant conservation, that's kind of a big nebulous term, and relate it to something that people understand. In the case of trees, that initiative this is why it matters to us right now. This is why plant conservation matters to Texas right now, to help us heal. The garden is a place where people can come refresh their soul. It's also a place of joy. Sometimes it can be a place of quiet reflection when your heart is hurting about something. The garden can be whatever the community needs in that moment. And that's part of what makes it so special. So we want to make sure that with these transformations that we have down the line, the heart of it all, we remain uniquely San Antonio. You could never pick up our garden and put it anywhere else in the country. And that's something we're really proud about and want to continue. And we just want to make sure that we've opened our doors as wide as possible so that everyone feels welcome here. We now serve about 31,000 kids through our school tours program and growing. And we have three different tours that are dedicated to water and plant conservation based on the age of the child, moving from K through 12. And that is a project that has been built out over the last several years very intentionally by our programs team in partnership with the Elma Dill Russell Spencer Foundation. And so we're very grateful for that support as well. Come one, come all. You know, everybody has a place at the Botanical Garden. I think the easiest way to get connected is to become a member. And you can do that on our website, sabot.org, or at the kiosk when you come and visit the garden. And because members really get constant communication about what's happening. You know, is there a plant sale coming up? What kinds of programs are coming down the line? When can they get Illuminate tickets? Those sorts of things, or what new and exciting exhibitions are we opening? Those kinds of things. Our members are always the first to know. We really want them to be our ambassadors in the community as well. Come to Illuminate. That's a great entry point for a lot of people. They'll come to the garden, and the kind of the gathering area for that is in our culinary garden. And people are like, oh my gosh, y'all have culinary programs? And we're like, yes, please come, enjoy. And come for a date night, come for a family workshop. It leads to these really beautiful conversations about what is the interest of that particular individual and how can we as a garden help make that happen. Because really our mission is enriching lives through plants and nature. It's about people, right? We're here for the people first. And then we're connecting the people to the plants and conserving the plants.
Spending time here at the San Antonio Botanical Garden, you realize that growth isn't just about adding more. It's about deepening our roots. And that's what I try to do with my work too, whether it's stories like this one or the field notes that I send out each week about life, nature, and community here in San Antonio in Texas. If you want to see more stories just like this one or get exclusive behind the scenes resources, be sure to sign up for my Texas Field Notes newsletter. You can do so by finding the link in the description below or going to coryames.com. And lastly, be sure to visit the San Antonio Botanical Garden if you haven't yet. Whether you've lived here in San Antonio for some time or perhaps you're visiting, it's certainly well worth it. All right, y'all. Until next time.